Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Twilight, 2008 film. Twilight is a 2008 American romantic fantasy film based on Stephenie Meyer's popular novel of the same name. Directed by Catherine Hardwicke, the film stars Kristen, Stewart and Robert Pattinson. It is the first film in the Twilight Saga film series. This film focuses on the development of the relationship between Bella Swan and Edward Cullen, and the subsequent efforts of Edward and his family to keep Bella safe from a coven of evil vampires. The project was in development for approximately 3 years at Paramount Pictures, during which time a screen adaptation that differed significantly from the novel was written. Summit Entertainment acquired the rights to the novel after 3 years of the project's stagnant development. Melissa Rosenberg wrote a new adaptation of the novel shortly before the 2007-2008 Writers Guild of America strike and sought to be faithful to the novel's storyline. Principal photography took 44 days and completed on May 2, 2008. The film was primarily shot in Oregon. Twilight was theatrically released on November 21, 2008. It grossed over $393 million worldwide. It was released on DVD March 21, 2009, and became the most purchased DVD of the year. The soundtrack was released on November 4, 2008. Following the film's success, New Moon and Eclipse, the next 2 novels in the series, were produced as films the following year. Plot: 17-year-old Isabella Bella Swan moves to Forks, a small town on Washington's Olympic Peninsula, to live with her father, Charlie. Her mother, Renee, is remarried to a minor league baseball player, and they travel often to attend games. Bella makes several friends at her new high school, but she is intrigued by the mysterious and aloof Cullen siblings. Bella sits next to Edward Cullen in biology class on her first day of school, but he seems to be repulsed by her. After a week of absence from school, Edward returns to school and begins talking to Bella normally. A few days later, Bella is nearly struck by a van in the school parking lot. Edward saves her by instantaneously covering a distance of over 30 feet and putting himself between Bella and the van, stopping it with only his hand and making a conspicuous dent. He subsequently refuses to explain his actions to Bella and warns her against befriending him. After much research, Bella concludes that Edward is a vampire. He eventually confirms this but says he and the other Cullens only consume animal blood. The pair fall in love, and Edward introduces Bella to his vampire family. Carlisle Cullen, the family patriarch, is a doctor working in Forks. His wife is Esme, and Alice, Jasper, Emmett, and Rosalie are their informally adopted children. Edward and Bella's relationship is soon put in jeopardy when 3 nomadic vampires, James, Victoria, and Lauren, arrive in Forks. James, a tracker vampire with incredible hunting instincts, is instantly intrigued by Edward's protectiveness over a human, which incites him to hunt Bella for sport. Edward and the other Cullens risk their lives to protect Bella, but James tracks her to Phoenix, where she is hiding with Jasper and Alice. James lures Bella into a trap by falsely claiming that he is holding her mother hostage. James attacks Bella by biting her wrist, infecting her with vampire venom. After a ferocious fight, Edward subdues James just as the other Cullens arrive. Alars, Emmett, and Jasper kill James, decapitating and burning him, as Edward removes the venom from Bella's wrist, preventing her from turning into a vampire. In the aftermath of the battle, Bella has suffered a broken leg and ends up in the hospital, but her mother comes in to visit. Upon returning to Forks, Edward accompanies Bella to the high school prom, where he refuses to grant her request that he transform her into a vampire. As the couple dance, they are unaware that James' mate, Victoria, is secretly watching, plotting revenge for her lover's death. Development. Stephenie Meyer's paranormal romance novel Twilight was originally optioned by Paramount Pictures MTV Films in April 2004. But the screenplay that was subsequently developed was substantially different from its source material. When Summit Entertainment reinvented itself as a full-service studio in April 2007, it began development of a film adaptation anew, having picked up the rights from Paramount in a turnaround. The company perceived the film as an opportunity to launch a franchise based on the success of Meyer's book and its sequels. Catherine Hardwicke was hired to direct the film and Melissa Rosenberg was hired to write the script in mid-2007. Rosenberg developed an outline by the end of August, and collaborated with Hardwicke on writing the screenplay during the following month. Rosenberg said Hardwicke was a great sounding board and had all sorts of brilliant ideas. I'd finish off scenes and send them to her, and get back her notes. Due to the impending Writers Guild of America strike, Rosenberg worked full-time to finish the screenplay before October 31st. In adapting the novel, she had to condense a great deal. Some characters from the novel were not featured in the screenplay, whereas some characters were combined into others. "Oh, your intent all along was to stay true to the book," Rosenberg explained, "and it has to do less with adapting it word for word and more with making sure the characters' arcs and emotional journeys are the same." Hardwicke suggested the use of voiceover to convey Bella's internal dialogue, since the novel is told from her point of view, and she sketched some of the storyboards during pre-production. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi.com. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.